What's up, everybody? Today we're looking at the Voigtländer Heliar Classic 50mm f2 on the Sony A6000. Okay, so here it is, the Heliar Classic 50 f2, and this is the best bargain I've ever found on a lens at a thrift store. I bought this lens for $3. I actually did a little video when I brought it home, so if you want to check that out, go for it. But it resells for anywhere $400 to $500 online. It's a beautiful little lens with a lot of unique features. It's just a different lens. Now, one of those unique features is that this lens actually expands. So you pull up on the lens, turn to the left, and then you have access to that aperture ring. And then if you want to close it down, you do the opposite. Of course, you just turn to the right and close it down. Now, the focusing distance on this lens, it goes from infinity down to a meter. So it's not a real close focusing lens. Here I took a couple shots just to give you an example of what that minimum focusing distance is going to look like. Now, the build quality on this lens is fantastic. You can feel it as you're clicking through the aperture ring here. 10 aperture blades on this one, so you're going to get that beautiful round bokeh. And the aperture range on this one goes from f2 to f16. Now, I wanted to give you an idea of what that bokeh is going to look like. Here is a sample shot. This is shot at f2, and then as I stop this down, you can see that the lens never really gives up that round shape. You can see the blades just a little bit, but it doesn't give up that round shape, which is desirable by a lot of people. Now, not only did I get the lens with this deal, I got the lens hood as well. It's a beautiful little metal branded Voigtländer lens hood. Okay, so let's get this lens adapted, and I went away from my trusty K&F concept adapter again and opted for this Photocy adapter, and I picked this up off of Amazon for about $12, and I'll go ahead and throw the link in down below so you can check it out for yourself. But regardless of brand, you're going to want an adapter that converts the Leica M mount to the Sony NEX mount. And I wanted to give you a close-up of exactly how this adapter fits onto the lens. You can see that little lock there needs to fall into that channel. And going on this adapter was pretty easy, but taking it off is a little more difficult because you have to slide the lock up and turn it at the same time. And there's just not a lot to grip onto there. Okay, so here's a quick size comparison to give you some scale. And this is the lens we looked at last week. It's the Rocker X50 f2. And you can see how small this little Voigtländer lens is. Now, it's small, but it's hefty. It weighed in at 9 ounces on my scale. Okay, now that we have everything adapted, let's get the lens onto the camera. And it's just a matter of lining up those dots in a half turn, and it clicks right on there. And I don't know about you, but I love the way this looks. The way the lens extends, it just looks so cool. And I couldn't wait to go out and get you guys some samples. Now, I always like to leave you with a little beta fish bokeh. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more like it, go ahead and subscribe. And I always like hearing your comments. So leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.